right, hello all. We're going to get started in just a minute. Sharing this out this morning to our group so that people can log in and learn more. Give us just a minute. Get them all.
Yes, sir. Mark?
Hope we're live.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mark.
Hey, Lisa, how are you? We'll be getting started in exactly 2 minutes.
On the webinar, and they'll have to act quick. You want to do Sunday on the special 49?
Run it through Monday morning, yeah.
Run it through Monday morning, 8 a.m. See ya.
All right, guys, how are you? We've got some people getting on. Sean, Lisa, thank you so much. We're here smoking some cigars and having some conversations outside on a beautiful day. I've got John Keel with me, and we're really excited about some new information that we are going to be bringing to you today about a new program that is extremely exciting because it's about LinkedIn. And, you know, today with so many people being at home, more importantly, so many more people are on social media. And the fact is, a lot of you are trying to make the transition to LinkedIn for your business because there's more money to be made on LinkedIn, okay? There's a lot of good social media platforms, but on LinkedIn, one of the hardest things to do, John, is really to trend and to really get people engaged in your posts. And you may have a following of 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 12,000 people, but if you're only getting 2 or 3 reactions or 1 reaction, the fact is that your post isn't getting to the people you want it to get to. And that's what John, the expert, is going to be talking about today is exactly that, and a new program that's coming out that's going to be able to teach you how to get better results on LinkedIn, right? Is that a pretty good way to put it? Was that a good introduction?
Good introduction. And
Okay.
you know me, I always talk. I get accused of talking too straight sometimes, but
Well, that's what I like, is talking too straight, and that's how I understand it. This has been in the works for a little while. I've been super excited about it, so we're glad to bring it to you today. And today is just an intro. We will have a live webinar on Friday at 1 o'clock, which you'll be getting the link to. If you're interested in more information, just drop a link below or message me, and we will be able to share that link with you for that webinar.
Exactly.
So I'll let you go ahead and start telling us a little bit about what we got going on.
Well, there's a LinkedIn problem, and LinkedIn says that less than 1% of this almost 700 million users use it effectively. They don't post regularly, or if they do post regularly, a very small percentage of their connections are seeing it.
And I've seen it happen because there's been posts that I've put up that have had 1 person like it and 50 people see it. And then I've had posts that have gone up that 15 people like and thousands of people see it. But there's a reason why, and John's going to share that with us. And thank you so much, Michael, for joining us today. Good to see you. Thanks for logging in.
So the whole point is, and the question is, are you part of the 99%? If your posts are not being seen by, I'd say, at least 1,000 people, you're wasting your time and your money.
Because you're not converting.
You can establish no relationship with them at all and begin the conversations with people. It's a big deal, and I only mention that because I was just like that as recently as 6 months ago. Had 9,500 connections. It meant nothing because nobody would ever see my posts.
Yep. And I do very well on Facebook. I do very well on Instagram. I'm not trending as well as I would like to on LinkedIn either, and that's what got me so excited about this opportunity when this algorithm, if you will, was kind of explained to me.
Yeah, there is a feed formula. There really is some magic sauce with LinkedIn. They don't publicize it. Several years ago, they published an engineering paper which showed what we call the flywheel, how posts work. And for most people, you'll submit a post to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn might show it to 100 people.
Right.
And then depending upon some other factors I'll talk about in a bit, it stops right there. You don't ever get into what we call the LinkedIn flywheel.
Right.
And the flywheel is the ability to have your post, and I'll do it for you, be seen by more and more people and more people. And it's just like a flywheel, or we use the example of you have a snowball, and you want to get a bigger snowball to the top of a hill. It takes momentum.
That's right.
And I mean, here's the bottom line. Here is the feed formula, and this isn't something I invented. When you come on the webinar on Friday, we actually have an interview with Mike Jones from the UK, who is our partner, who working with about 10 people worldwide, because they've tested this for about 3 years with thousands and thousands of different tests, and have determined that the feed formula is you submit a post, whether it's an article or a post or a video or whatever, and you've got 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours from when you post. If you're 2 hours and 5 minutes, you're in what we call LinkedIn jail. It doesn't make any difference. And within that 2 hours, you need to get 15 likes and 15 comments, and comment on those comments, those 15 comments.
Respond to the comments.
Respond to the comments.
One of the most important things you should be doing anyway when you put a post up.
And comments are not nice posts. I mean, we're talking about really engaging, because LinkedIn tracks all this stuff. It's amazing. They got all these Microsoft engineers that they're smart people.
Well, and they want to fill people's feeds with information that is valuable and important to people. And so just to recap that, when you put a post up, you have 2 hours for 15 people to comment on your post and for you to respond to their comment. Now, responding to that comment, and that's in order to make your post trend and reach, hopefully, over 1,000 people. And I've seen it happen with John, and I've seen it happen with people that are using this program. I've seen it happen myself, and it definitely works. So 2 hours within a post, make sure you're paying attention to it. You need to get 15 comments, and 15 likes, and you need to respond to those comments. A response is not a thanks for liking my post. Your response should be relevant to their comment. Hey, John, this is so interesting. It's awesome. Can you tell me more about it? A response is yes, I'd be willing to. Would love to show you how to increase your LinkedIn engagement. When can we set up some time to have a call and discuss further, or go to this link? That's the kind of response that we're looking for on your post and on your content, okay? So really engage, which again is what I tell people with social media you should be doing anyway, but most people just post and hope it does something, and it doesn't work that way. You've got to take some action in order to make it work. That's all there is to it. So talk to us about this system. Yeah. And again, just giving you a little teaser, a little intro today. The webinar will be on Friday, but tell us a little bit about the system that you and your partners have come up with that are allowing us to do this. And I'm super excited honored actually to have a chance to be part of it.
Yeah, you're the first guy in Columbus, really. You really are.
I'm the first guy, Mr. Columbus.
What most people think, and people have been trying this for the last 2-3 years. They say, cool, 15, great. I'll get a group of my 15 friends or my 15 business associates, 15 people I know, and we'll all agree and commit to, when one of us posts a post, we'll all go to that post and like it and then comment on it and get all that done within, and then the re-comment within 2 hours. Here's the problem with that. And this is I've really only learned this recently, that LinkedIn is not a non-profit organization.
No. Really? It doesn't exist for no reason?
Yeah. LinkedIn's in business to make money. Obviously, we all know that. And the way they make money is through advertisements. They display ads on the pages. And if you have the same 15 people looking at it, that's not a new group of people. That's not a new group of eyeballs. And so that may work, by the way, for 3-4 weeks, and your views will go up. But LinkedIn's real smart. They know that. They know who's looking and commenting on your post, liking them. And if they see the same group doing it, all of a sudden you'll see it, and you'll see it because we've seen it. All this stuff's been tried. And so I always encourage people, don't do that, because, again, you're wasting time and money. The folks we work with, and we'll have an interview, my partner Mark Garrett from Toronto and I did an interview with Mike Jones, who's the founder of the guys that started all this about 4 or 5 years ago, and they've developed some software that I've been using for almost 4 months now, 3.5 months, and which has led to us having.
So it's been beta tested. This isn't
Oh,
new.
this
It's
is
been beta tested. It's working.
It's over 3 years old. There are over 500 people today using this software worldwide right now, and I'll talk about that in a second. But what we collectively have come up with is the idea of you have what we call a post party. So there are specific times during the week when you can register for a post party, and we talk about party because it's kind of people coming together in a very professional manner.
Well, and it's kind of, not to cut you off, but it's kind of like networking. It's helping promote other people that are going to help promote you. That's what networking is all about.
Exactly. And so let's say there's a post party scheduled for 12 o'clock on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, and there actually is a post party going on that I'm missing. I did not post a post this morning because I knew I'd be here. And at noon, you register for the post party, and you go online, and I won't get into all the detail, but the point is your post is up. You submit your post URL and your title, and within about 15 minutes, you then have access to your, what we call the group or the pod of people who are in your pod, and you are then all committing to, within a 2-hour time frame, visit each one of those URLs, read or watch the video. And sometimes reading an article, I hate people that post these long articles, but I'm going to read the whole thing. That's what I'm committing to do. I'm not saying
try not to post a super long article, because the longer it is, the less attention it's going to get.
And quite frankly, articles, there's a whole reason you want to do articles maybe once or twice a month, and that's no more than that, because they don't get as many views as a post or a video for a reason. And you go in, and in that 2-hour time frame, you know exactly what to do. You go in and find the URL, you like it, I'm presuming you like it, you commented on it, and if you don't like it, you say that, because this is a self-policing mechanism, I guess, within the community, that we all agree to do and create good posts, good content. And if you don't, you're gonna get nailed.
Yep.
People will tell you, nope, that's not good, and here's why.
Yep.
And the
which helps you improve your content. So you can look at that as a negative, but the fact is that helps you improve content.
No question.
I've watched, for example, on LinkedIn, operates completely different than Facebook, and I've watched a lot of John's content and mimicked what he's been doing because it works.
So once you get your 15 and 15 and 15, you just sit back and watch, and it's really kind of fun to do it. It's I don't spend a whole lot of time doing this, but it's kind of fun to see the views just go up, 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 up.
Yep.
And I've had one situation where I did not get it all done in the 2 hours, and my post just kind of sat there, and I was in LinkedIn jail.
Yep.
And that's all tied into the algorithm and this feed formula that our friends in the UK have. I won't say they've developed it, but they discovered it through myriad testing with folks in Australia, really worldwide. People testing it, trying different things, and that's it. And the software, what makes the software work is that you're never with the same 15 people,
yep.
which gets around that problem of the same 15 people.
And that gets back to those 15 people, which keep turning into new 15 people every week when you put that post up. And you get involved in those post parties, become people that may be interested in your content as well. So here you are with a whole new network of people that you may have never talked to before. There's so many opportunities that are there. Again, we talk all the time in Social Media 101 about how important it is to get engagement. Putting up posts and expecting people to call you and say, can I please buy your product or your service, is not going to happen. You've got to get engagement. And this is a way to increase engagement on LinkedIn. And like John said, 99% of the people on LinkedIn are not getting engagement. Okay, they're just not. It's such a huge community. They have so many followers, and they're not getting engagement. This is a way to get thousands of eyeballs on your posts organically without spending money on ads. Think about that. A lot of people spend $300, $400, $500, $1,000 a month on ads. This is an opportunity for you not to spend money on ads and to grow organically on LinkedIn. Strictly the LinkedIn platform, which a lot of people are rediscovering how important LinkedIn is right now. I remember I started on LinkedIn probably, 15 years ago when it came out.
Yeah, it was
a friend sent me a
2003.
message,
Yeah.
2003, was like, hey, there's this new platform. I got involved, but to be honest with you, it kind of died for a little while, and now it's so been re-engaged. But you got a trend, and that's what we want to show you how to do, and that's what our webinar on Friday is going to be about. Now, you can still reach out to me, you can still direct message me, you can still drop a comment below, we can still tell you the information about the program, do a one-on-one, but we're going to come live, and we're going to dig in deep, probably for about how long on Friday at 1 o'clock?
30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40 minutes, answer some questions, so it'll probably be an hour. We'll be doing it via Zoom meeting, and we're really going to dig into how this works, and you will have until Monday to take advantage of this program. After that,
You'll pay more.
You'll pay more, or we'll be full. I mean, the fact is that this is not an open-ended forever opportunity, and we're not talking about a large investment either. We're not going to talk about dollars and cents, I don't think, today, but the point is that special offer will be out there. But I promise you, it'll cost less than you spend for two of you to go out to lunch on a monthly basis in order for you to take advantage of this program. And I'm not even including drinks at lunch. I'm just talking about having some lunch at a decent restaurant. And that's what's going to be exciting. So if there's any questions, drop them in the link. Continue to follow throughout the night. We will be sharing out an email blast to everybody about the upcoming Zoom webinar, and we'll be putting it out here later tonight at 8 o'clock to let you know where you can register and how you can take advantage of the program and how you can learn more. But in the meantime, like I said, drop a link or message me, and we will go ahead and we'll tell you all about it, because apparently I'm Mr. Ohio, which is awesome. I'll take advantage of that right now. So we're bringing this to Blocko. We're bringing this to Redefining Network Marketing. We're bringing this to Dan-Vee, LNA, all of our people that are out there that are part of our groups, our wellness group, our B2 Blocko. We want you guys to have first dibs and first access to this information, and that's why we're broadcasting live this teaser, if you will, or intro within those groups. So
Yeah, one thing I was going to say, well, two things I was going to say, is that the fact that we're connected with Lance on this and going out to your group, you're the first people seeing this, and we're not looking to add 1 million people to this. Over the next year, probably more on the order of 2,000 or 3,000.
Yep, and that's not nationwide. That's in the world.
Yeah.
So in Ohio, we're talking about adding maybe 100 people to this program right here locally. If that, it would be great if all of those people came from our networking groups. John's a sponsor in all of those groups. John's a part of all those groups. John is a member of a lot of groups and does a ton of networking. So, just a great name, somebody that you can trust, a great group, a group that you can trust. And we're so excited to have everybody on here and roll this out. So we'll be talking to you all on Friday at 1. We'll be sending a message out on Facebook tonight on all networks at 8 o'clock. And then we will be sending out an email with the webinar invite to the Zoom meeting. I keep saying webinar, it's Zoom. Used to webinars pre-COVID. And we'll be introducing it. So thanks everyone for joining. Rick, thanks for hopping on here. Brett Oakley, thanks for getting in here. Guy, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining us. Jennifer, thanks for coming in. Feel free to share this information out as well. It's not something you've got to hold to yourself. No. It's not going to hurt you by sharing the information with people. And there is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, an affiliate program if this is something that you're interested in telling people about as well.
When you become a subscriber, remember, you'll have the opportunity to share this with friends of yours and make money while doing it. It's a very, very healthy affiliate program.
Absolutely. We promised you 15 minutes. We're right there. We'll talk to you guys at 8 o'clock tonight, give you the link and drop some information to you, and we'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome day. I'm so glad we got to sit outside today.
This is beautiful.
I don't know if I can go back to work, to be real honest with you, but I've got like a bunch more appointments, so I don't have a choice. So is what it is. We may just, you may drink bourbon.
I will drink bourbon.
I've got another.
If offered.
I've got another 16 days. But anyhow, and have a cigar and enjoy ourselves. You guys have a great week. Ron, thanks for jumping on. We'll talk to you guys soon.